Hey fellow Force users and fellow superheroes, it's Ahsoka Tano fan and welcome back to my YouTube channel. We just saw episode 1 of WandaVision. It was definitely off to an interesting start, very mysterious. There's a lot of unknowns still, a lot of questions I have, and I'm sure I'm not alone when I say that. We're getting ready to move on to episode 2 now. I expect we'll find out a little bit more about what might be going on, because so far it looks like Wanda and Vision don't seem to remember or know anything. Let's see if episode 2 brings us any closer to finding the answers to those questions. Without further ado, let's get this video rolling and let's check out episode 2. Why are they sleeping in separate beds? Yeah, there we go, closer together. Oh my gosh. That was cute. Was this their cute little intro? That's one quick way to get ready. I think that's supposed to be the neighbor, right? I guess all those people will be showing up soon. Okay. They're so cute. I feel like this magic show definitely is symbolic. Making things disappear, what's fake, what's real, what's reality, kind of relates to the show itself. What's that? A helicopter. It's colorful. Everything else is black and white. That is weird. Could it have crashed, but then when it came to this reality, it shrunk or something? And the crash is what they kept hearing? 57. Something sketchy about this lady, I find.
So, is it about the way I'm dressed? Yes, but it's too late for that. Dottie is the key to everything.
I just get more confused the more I watch this. She's following her. Huh. Wasn't she in the intro theme too? Oh my gosh. I'm with the neighbor. So these are his co-workers, right? I don't need food, oh my god.
Listen, we got some top secret intelligence. No, he's a communist.
Oh. Oh fuck. Oh shit. I'm like, I hope he doesn't swallow it. He swallowed it. Fuck.
I've heard things about you. You and your husband.
What kind of things?
Well, I don't really.
She's getting... What?
Dottie!
Whoa, what went on there? Who is he saying that to her? And she's bleeding red again, color. So her blood and the helicopter are the only two colored things we've seen.
How does a housewife get a blood stain on a white linen?
And again, just like Last episode, they acted like nothing happened.
They say a man
Weird.
is never fully dressed.
Strucker.
Strucker. He'll make time.
Hydra. Very interesting. They keep dropping these subtle Easter eggs here. Well, not that subtle, but... She said Tiana Paris, right? She said her name was Geraldine. Here we go. Oh, God. Oh! Oh, shit. Nice save. Wife to the rescue, as always. Haha. Nice. Oh. Oh my gosh. Is he gonna change? Ha! That lady's funny. She's gonna do something. Rabbit? Now she's gonna wonder how she did that. But I suspect Geraldine probably also lost her memories of how she got there. Why did they change? Oh god. She likes it. What is going on in this show, guys? What? What? This went from sitcom to horror film real fast. What? Beekeeper? He's colored now.
Who's doing this to you, Wanda? Wanda.
What is going on in the show? Okay, so again, I have more questions than answers. So there's a lot to dissect in that episode. Let's start from the beginning. How did the episode even start? I can't remember. I think the whole theme of the magic show was actually very significant to the overall plot of this series. You have the audience and people questioning what is real, what is fake, and that's the point of magic, right? Is to alter your reality or your perception of reality, and that's essentially what Wanda and Vision do with their powers. And that's what's happening in the series as well. We have them living in a reality, but then we know that there seems to be some other reality happening at the same time that we're not aware of. So that whole idea of the magic show was very symbolic, in my opinion. You had Wanda meet Geraldine, who's played by Tiana Paris, and it was first announced that she's supposed to be playing Monica Rambeau in the series, who was basically the original Captain Marvel, technically, because that's what she was referred to before giving that name up. That's what she's supposed to be playing, an adult version, who first made her appearance in Captain Marvel as a kid. But when she introduces herself in this episode, she says her name is Geraldine, so I'm kind of wondering if she's in a similar boat as Wanda and Vision, where she's also in this place called Westview, but doesn't really know how she got there and where she came from. But if that is the case, why is she referring to herself as a different name compared to Wanda and Vision? Because Wanda still knows that her name is Wanda, so why would Geraldine not know her name? I like the whole interaction between Wanda and Dottie. It was very telling. The whole scene where the radio came on and someone was talking to Wanda, it almost sounded like it could have been Vision's voice, maybe, or maybe it was someone else's voice. But that is kind of when the story or the scene went dark yet again, kind of like the dinner table scene we saw in the first episode. And then, of course, all of a sudden, the glass breaks and then Dottie starts bleeding red. You know, the color red in a show that is otherwise entirely black and white. We also saw the helicopter as well at the beginning that was colored red and that was the only, again, one of the only colored objects we saw. It brings us closer slowly to answering the question of how they got there and how they ended up where they are now. The helicopter, I don't know exactly what the significance of that is. Maybe that the real helicopter crashed or something like that, and then somehow ended up in this reality, but you're seeing a miniature version of it. We had that persistent noise that was heard throughout the episode, which kind of implies or symbolizes the fact that there's some sort of impending doom, something serious is about to happen, that is kind of, lurking on the outside, so to speak. And that's what we've been experiencing so far with this episode and the previous episode. Is there is this constant question and mystery kind of clouding the whole series, that's kind of lurking on the outside, just like that sound that they kept hearing. We saw that commercial that was advertising the Strucker watch, and you saw that Hydra was written on the watch, so that's kind of similar to the toaster commercial that was seen in the first episode. And Strucker is also the name of Baron Strucker, who is one of the leaders of Hydra, and we saw him in Avengers Age of Ultron. So we have now a reference to Hydra and the Starks. And then of course we had that beekeeper at the end. Now the beekeeper, this I actually had to look up, I'm not gonna lie, because I am not super savvy when it comes to the comics in Marvel, but apparently there is an organization called AIM, or otherwise known as Advanced Idea Mechanics, and they're basically a group of mad scientists, and they wore beekeeper costumes similar to what the man was wearing at the end. So you got an AIM member, you got the Stark reference and the Hydra reference. So it feels like they're definitely setting up for something here that we might see in the finale. And you'll notice too that the beekeeper's face was completely blacked out. We couldn't see who it was, obviously. And I think that again just kind of relates to the overall storyline and the plot. And it's this idea of knowing but not really knowing. We know something's up, but we're given such little information as to what that is. Even the characters don't really know what's going on. We're essentially figuring out what's happening piece by piece at the same pace as the character. And then of course you see at the end of the episode everything becomes colorful right after Wanda says no, and then there's a rewind thing that happens, and then we see that same scene take place again. So strange. Maybe that just symbolizes that they're getting closer and closer to figuring out their reality and what's really going on. And all of a sudden she's pregnant, which is ironic because just last episode, Mr. Hart's wife, one of the many questions she asked them was, why don't you have any children, or when are you gonna have children? And all of a sudden, bam, Wanda looks like she's expecting. Apparently in the comics, Wanda actually did have children, but they were a result of her own magic, because I don't think physically and biologically her and Vision can have kids together. So I wonder if they're gonna go the comic route in that sense. I love that her pregnant belly kind of came out of nowhere, just like magic, because the theme of the whole episode was, magic. They had the magic show and they're making things appear and disappear. And so it's kind of all related, because her pregnancy just appeared out of nowhere. And maybe that just kind of hints at the fact that they are somehow controlling their own reality. I'm actually really enjoying the series so far. If I had to give both episodes a rating, I'd probably give episode 1 maybe like an 8 out of 10, and this episode an 8 out of 10 as well. I think maybe some people who are used to the action-packed Marvel might consider it a little bit slow in the beginning, but I kind of don't really mind that sometimes, because in this case it's sort of slow, but it's definitely not boring, because it has my attention and has had my attention since the first episode. And each episode I just have more questions, and so I can't wait to learn more about what's really going on and see what's going to happen in the next episode. Let me know what you guys thought down below in the comments. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. And again, as always, I will respond to the comments. Let me know if you think I missed anything, if you have any new predictions or ideas as to how this can go. But yeah, otherwise, that's WandaVision, guys. That's the premiere. And I think that every week from now on, it's going to be just one episode released, which is how The Mandalorian did it as well. A good start to the series. They kind of definitely have my interest here, and I want to know what the hell is going on. So until next time, guys, I will see you in the next video, and take care.